What if the secret to elite performance isn't adding something new, but removing what's already there? No new habit. No new system. No new productivity tool. Just a deliberate process of subtraction, of clearing away everything that quietly drains your focus, your energy, and your attention. Because most people aren't overwhelmed by what they lack. They're overwhelmed by what they've allowed to accumulate. Today, we explore mental subtraction, the practice of finding clarity, abundance, and performance by intentionally removing the unnecessary. The myth of more. We are taught that progress equals addition. More goals. More habits. More inputs. More optimization. But in practice, more often leads to fragmentation. Your attention gets divided. Your energy gets diluted. And your day becomes a collection of partial efforts instead of meaningful progress. Mental subtraction begins with a different question. What can I remove that would make everything else easier? The power of empty space. Look at the most effective systems in life. A well-designed room isn't full, it has space to breathe. A great piece of music isn't noise layered on noise, it's silence between notes. Even in your day, empty space is not wasted time. It's recovery. It's integration. It's clarity forming in real time. Yet most people fill every gap in their schedule. Every pause becomes an opportunity to consume, respond, or optimize. But what if those gaps are where your best thinking actually happens? Doing nothing as a performance tool. We've been conditioned to see rest as unproductive. But high performance requires recovery. Athletes don't grow during training alone, they grow during rest. Your mind works the same way. Periods of doing nothing aren't empty. They're processing. They're consolidating information. They're restoring cognitive bandwidth. Without them, you don't become more productive, you become more scattered. The hidden weight of mental loops. Most mental exhaustion doesn't come from big problems. It comes from unfinished loops. Things you said you'd do. Messages you haven't replied to. Ideas you're half processing in the background. Decisions you keep revisiting without resolution. Each one takes up space. Not loudly, but continuously. And over time, they fragment your attention. The 24-hour decision rule. One powerful way to reduce mental clutter is simple. If it doesn't need action within 24 hours, it doesn't get added to your active mental system. It gets scheduled, delegated, or deleted. Not stored in your head. Your mind is not a storage unit, it's a processing system. The more you offload, the more available it becomes for real thinking. From accumulation to subtraction. Now zoom out. Look at your calendar. Your commitments. Your environment. Your digital life. Ask a harder question. What is currently in my life that exists only because I never removed it? This is where transformation begins. Not by adding discipline, but by removing friction. The environment you don't notice. Clutter isn't just physical. It's psychological. A crowded desk quietly increases cognitive load. A chaotic digital workspace forces your attention to split. Even subtle visual noise competes for mental processing power. Subtraction isn't just about minimalism, it's about reducing the number of things your brain has to ignore. The weekly subtraction ritual. Once a week, pause and review. What felt heavy this week? What created unnecessary friction? What could be removed entirely? Not optimized. Not improved. Removed. Over time, this becomes a powerful compounding habit. Because clarity doesn't come from constant addition. It comes from consistent elimination of what no longer serves you. Redefining abundance. We often define abundance as having more. More money. More time. more opportunities. But mental subtraction reveals a different definition. Abundance is how much of your attention is actually available to you right now. Presence, clarity, depth, focus. These are not created by adding more inputs. They are revealed when unnecessary noise is removed. Closing mental subtraction is not about restriction. It's about precision. It's about removing everything that stands between you and clear thinking. Because the goal was never to do more. It was to think better, move better, live better. And sometimes, the fastest way forward is to take something away. If this resonated, subscribe for more insights on intentional living, focus, productivity, and personal clarity. And remember, you don't need more input. You need less interference.